opening the heart before the head, for me, is essential, especially in education. And in a primary school, and I live near one, I'm sure they're doing it in terms of their own consciousness. I would like to see a curriculum based on individual consciousness. But where it's a blanket delivery system, that won't happen. And the kids so often come out of class into their break screaming. And I think, freedom, they're screaming because they're allowed to be in the playground more or less to do what they want to do, be what they want to be, say what they want to say. Whereas if they're constrained, even at that age, then already it's debilitating to the growth of individuality, in my view. Now, to liberate people into what they choose to be terrifies the power freaks, the control freaks. Rightly so. Because anarchy, in a sense of responsibility, you wouldn't allow. But if you fear the freedom leading to something that's uncontrollable by the people who want to control, then it's still fear that's keeping the parameters strangulating. What I found is that if you trust each individual very early on, and when I did philosophy with little ones, all the time, because I didn't do classical philosophy, it was basically saying, let me help you understand the way you think more, and make choices, and see there's a consequence for every choice. So I might say, oh Philip, I do like that shirt. Did Mummy choose it for you this morning? Mm-hmm. You glad that she did, or did you want another one? Etc., etc. So I would open up choices all the time for them and make them realize that they could make a choice themselves that might be different to other people. Now, that's not always comfortable for a lot of parents who say there's only one pathway to go, and that's a pathway we say is delegated for you. I often thought that wisdom really starts with disobedience, because it's usually the wish to find your own voice and to live by it and to be true to it. And the youngsters, keep rambling a bit, sorry, but back to the school playground, and most primary schools you see kids skipping and you see them laughing and you see them playing, but you do see bullying. And the more bullying you see in any one classroom or any one playground is indicative of a bullying system, in my view. And when I was in staff rooms, I used to call it a pecking order of paranoia, because everyone was looking above to see whether they were getting the right brownie points and might get promotion, etc., etc. That's not allowing people to learn about love in action. My tussle as an actor was always, because I often played leading parts, and I had nearly, apart from one exception, always got fantastic notices, and several people wanted me to be a star. And I began to sense that wasn't my journey, because fame as itself seemed to me uncomfortable, because whenever people praised people, I said, but it came through me. It wasn't of me, it came through me. And that led me to the idea that creation is already complete. I'm not complete until I realize more of it within myself. So I see myself as a receiver, a transmitter-receiver. And I think that's the sort of modesty that seems to me more accurate than I am famous, or I've achieved this or not, or what. I see the whole thing as a journey. And you're asking about the unconditional. The unconditional thing is not to actually say that any one destination is home. To always think there's another hill, another horizon, another adventure over it. And for me, that is like the eternal journey of soul, knowing that it needs to accommodate every possible sort of experience first. So my workshops or play shops with adults, as with children, I don't see much of a difference, to be honest. I see the little ones as little adults, and I see the kids as grown-up kids. Is that, have I got it right?
The adults.
Yes,
The
yes.
adults.
I see children as little adults, that's right. And I see adults as I see the child often in them. If I don't see the child, I often don't necessarily want to spend time with them, because something has died within them. If the child in them is no longer approachable or fueling their enthusiasm for being alive. It's lovely when you see sort of people that look a bit stuck, and they see a child or a lamb leap or a bird song, or suddenly, you know, the wrinkles seem to, you know, just disappear off them, and just for a moment they're young again. To be ageless for me is also to be unconditional. You know, not to be attached in a permanent feeling to any ism or ritus. To be a free floater, but to enjoy the freedom. That's not to be lacking responsibility. Again, the power people always say, too idealistic. And I say, that's your attitude, you live by it, I live by mine. Thank you very much. Yes, bless you, bye.